I'm going to tell you one coin that I think is going to be one of the most valuable. It's this American Eagle. And the reason is, it's not because it's so super rare. I know they produce them every year and all that type of stuff. But it's going to be recognizability. This is going to be the coin that when people buy silver at high prices, they're probably going to want this coin more than anything. The premium isn't there right now, but I think it's going to be there when the prices get super high. And I should have bought a lot more of these coins for that reason. I think some of the coins that, I'm just going by my common sense, because I don't think any experts know for real either, depending, just, I don't care how long they've been in the field or not. But my angle is I'm coming from is I think when silver gets into very high demand, there's not going to be enough of these coins around anyway, and there's going to be a very small amount of them. But people are going to look for that recognizability, and this coin has it, and they know it's genuine because it's a U.S. Eagle. It's a U.S. Eagle. They know it's going to be genuine. People are going to be paying hundreds of dollars an ounce for silver. They're going to be scared about getting coins that are more, or even paying any kind of premiums on them, because I think the average person is going to look for how good a deal can I possibly get for silver. But I think they will pay a premium for safety, and the safety being that this type of coin is less likely to be counterfeited probably than any of them, because it's produced by the U.S. Mint. Sure, it could be counterfeited, I know, physically, but the repercussions of counterfeiting this coin is going to be even greater than other coins. I think the U.S. Mint, if there's a crisis in the United States, they'll crack down on so hard on the counterfeiters of these coins more than anything. That's my reaction. That's my opinion. But I think it makes sense. I want to caution again because I heard the proponents against silver. You can't walk into a store like Costco and buy stuff with silver. And if you do walk into a store, you'll get $30 an ounce or whatever the hell it is. You're not going to get more than a spot in most cases. The only scam I saw was that U.S. Well, it's not a scam, the U.S. open currency, where, say for instance, those Lakota silver dollars, they're about $40 each or so, $42. Supposedly on a U.S. Open currency, you can get $50 value for those. And I've seen them sold on eBay for $60 an ounce. But I want to get onto another subject, and this is kind of like psychology, because I think some of these people that are pumping up these astronomical values on silver, which it could reach if they blow it as far as they go into hyperinflation, because I don't think even the best powers that be that are controlling the central bank, Federal Reserve, or whatever you want to call it, they could screw up and there could be hyperinflation, even though they think they have a handle on it, because I always look at that example how central banks have screwed up in the past. So in that case, silver could go to thousands of dollars an ounce because everything else is going to go up. And the reason I say I don't think they intend on going into hyperinflation. But where they could screw up is where all the other central banks have screwed up in the past, is that they keep pumping more money out there, but nothing's moving because the velocity of money is extremely low because people are hoarding money. But it keeps building up, building up, building up, and I said this before, and all of a sudden it comes out in a rush. First it's a trickle, then it's a flow, then it's a rush. Then the velocity of money increases greatly with all that money supply that was pent up that people are hoarding due to fear and economic outlook concerns and things like that. Then when it's floating around the economy being exchanged, all the goods go up real fast. And this is where even all the best central banks screw up. So that is a possibility. But what I'm getting at here is, say for instance, there's people out there saying in real dollars, silver's got to be at least $1,000 an ounce without inflation. I don't like that scenario because I think the little guy is getting screwed there. I know, like for instance, I use these examples. Person has 50,000 ounces, somebody has 10,000 ounces, somebody has 1,000 ounces, somebody has 500 ounces. I think the majority are in the hundreds, or even maybe even below 100. I don't know. But say, for instance, a person has 500 ounces and they think they're sitting on a pretty good amount. That might be an average person. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it too high or too low. I don't know. But they want this in their mind to go up to at least $1,000 an ounce because they comprehend $300,000 at $600, and I think that's I would think around there. I'm thinking 5 to 700. That's my guess. But at the high. But they want it to be 500,000 in their mind. They want to hear $1,000 an ounce. They'd rather have this be 500,000. Now, people will have, like, say, 50,000 ounces in silver. Let's say it's $1.5 million. I mean, they might have paid less than that. Maybe they got it years ago or whatever. $600 an ounce. It's $30 million. People don't register $30 million in their head. The average person has no inkling of what that means, or from going from $30 million to $50 million. It doesn't even register. It goes right off their chart. They think they understand what that money is. They don't. They don't. I'm going to tell you, they're not going to get this kind of gain. These guys, the guys that are holding like 50,000 ounces or more, they're not going to get this kind of gain. They're not. They're going to be out of it probably. It might even not even go to 600. I don't know. But you know what's going to happen? Maybe it'll go from 30. Maybe it'll go up to, I don't know, 5 to 700. Then it might pull back. And when it pulls back, it might pull down to 300, 200. Well, that's when this guy is going to get screwed out of a lot of money. Because on a bottom level, that means a lot more money. That means a hell of a lot more money. The top level is going to play it exactly correct. And you've seen this time and time and time again. So I am very suspicious of people that are pushing this stuff about silver's going to be worth thousands of dollars an ounce. And you know what? You're going to get all these people holding out that are like this, holding out for that, and you're going to get screwed. They're not. I'm guessing it's going to be $500 to $700 an ounce. But then I think it's going to drop back like a stone. Even if it's a new currency, the silver-gold ratio is really the thing to watch, because gold is what really buys stuff. That's really that's a barometer of inflation more than anything. And you're going to see that silver-gold ratio start going a heck of a lot higher again. It's when you start seeing that ratio start going low, all these people in the world are going to be telling you silver is going $1,000 an ounce. And I know I don't have any of these guys on my channel. I don't think so. So whoever's listening to this, they're probably definitely below 10,000 ounces. And I would think. So, I don't know, maybe they got 2,000 or 3,000. I don't really know. But what I'm saying is, they're playing to the crowd. They're playing to the crowd. And the guys that have 50,000 ounces or more, they're not going to be listening to these guys telling them it's going to go to $1,000 an ounce. They're going to take their gains. And they're going to probably get it a hell of a lot more right than all these people on the bottom. So beware, beware. Because, I am kind of getting aggravated at some of these predictions. Now, thousands of dollars an ounce in a case of inflation, where the central bank or Federal Reserve blows it, where they say, they all of a sudden all this currency that's being pent up, the money supply that's being pent up, starts circulating the system very rapidly, and we do have hyperinflation. Then you're going to see some serious prices. So I think anybody's strategy, when they do start selling off, always start doing it when the prices are way up there, maybe $200 an ounce. Start selling some ounces, I don't know, whatever you got, maybe 10% of it or something like that, a couple hundred ounces or whatever the heck you do. And you get your $40,000 cash, right? And you just sit on it for a while. And there's other opportunities out there that we wouldn't be focused in on just purely silver, because all these guys that are spouting this stuff about silver, that's their business. So beware, beware. I don't think these guys on the top that hold this kind of money, they're not going to be holding out for $1,000 an ounce or more. And people don't realize going from 30 million to 550 million, they just have no concept of what that is. They don't have any kind of concept. None. Zero. They have no inkling what that is in their head. And I do know this rule. You get this kind of money, you sit on it, you never spend it, and you keep your mouth shut. Because you got a lot of people around you be trying to steal it from you in a lot of different ways. I know that. That's a fact. So that's one golden rule. These kind of people that got this kind of money, they don't give to nothing. Anything they give, there's an angle where it comes back to them. That's the way they play it. But beware, you people on the bottom who got like a few hundred ounces or whatever you got. Watch. If you get your $300,000 out of 500 ounces, you're doing super good. Don't be afraid to take that cash.